I don't know if you've been following what Meghan Markle has been up to. She's pregnant in her 7th month, and unfortunately her father keeps, I don't understand what the relationship is there, but he's published her letter that she sent him. She sent him a private letter expressing how she was very hurt by his attitudes, and that he was spilling everything privately that they had between them to the media, to the press. And the father went and published her letter. I think it was a 5-page letter, but he didn't publish the whole thing. He published parts of it. Well, this is what's going on. Meghan given kudos for threatening to sue the morally bankrupt clowns at the Daily Mail, the English newspaper. Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, who did not attend Meghan's and Prince Harry's royal wedding in May, has since given a series of interviews. He's been complaining about how he's been ditched from the couple's new life altogether. And now now that the baby's due, he wants to have a meeting with them and have a picture session with them and be part of their lives, etc. I don't know what the situation is. Meghan Markle has threatened the newspaper Mail on Sunday with legal action for publishing a private letter she sent to her father, in which she stated he had broken her heart into a million pieces. According to sources cited by British media, she complained to her father about manufacturing this fictitious narrative about being cut out of her life with Prince Harry by giving interviews left and right to newspapers and TV. And it's not only him, it's also her sister, Samantha. It's unfortunate, but they're trying to, it seems like they're trying to, I don't know, somehow cash in on her situation, on her position. Now, Meghan's letter can, in the meantime, still be found on the newspaper's website, and it's unclear how the outlet is going to respond to this potential legal action. The father of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle that is, reportedly allowed the Mail to print 9 separate extracts from the 5-page handwritten letter earlier this month, which were promoted on the front page as a world exclusive. Can you imagine? Front page. Meghan Markle, of course, you can understand how she felt. Thomas Markle, her father, who skipped the royal wedding in May, said his move, look at what he said, this is his reason. His move was a response to critical interviews given by Meghan's friends in the US magazine People. I don't understand the actions of her father. I really don't. It seems that he doesn't love her by his actions. This is ridiculous. That's my opinion. Anyway, going back to this, meanwhile, the copyright law, namely the Copyright Designs and Patents Act of the UK, indeed applies to private exchanges, that is, private letters. As copyright lawyers say, a letter should be treated as is a copyright-protected literary work. Quote, as soon as you create a copyright work, you will own the copyright until it expires automatically. This gives you the right to prevent anyone else copying or issuing to the public the whole or a substantial part of your copyrighted work, end quote. The Guardian quoted Alex Newman, the national head of intellectual property law at solicitors Irwin Mitchell, as saying, now the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has the intention the Duchess of Sussex intention has been fully welcomed online. One user dubbed the potential defendants as morally bankrupt clowns. This user is Meghan Markle Defender, that's her name, and she twitters, sued the morally bankrupt clowns, and obviously, you know, she's got the right to do it. The law is on her side. Daily Mail lies and abuse, the abuse has to end, the commenter stated. Then Meghan has the law on her side. Another one noted with confidence, And another one says, I agree, Meghan has the law on her side. Daily did not have permission from Meghan Markle to publish her copyrighted letter. Personal correspondence is considered, of course, copyrighted in the UK, and should she decide to sue Thomas Markle, her father, she would then be able to request a gag order on him as well. And she keeps on asking him not to talk to the media, not to spill their private conversations. And he does the opposite. He does exactly what she asks him not to do. That's a really unfortunate thing. He should be happy, and I'm not making way for her lives with her husband. I mean, even if he wasn't a prince and a member of the royal family, I mean, it would have been bad enough. So this is on Sputnik. I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.